Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to everybody. Welcome back to Rabbit and Steel. Today will be a solo run, and I want to do some good old, like some good old normal mode. Normal. What would the regular path? I guess the regular mode. Yes. So I can get one familiar with the characters here. But two, there's also some palettes that we need to get because they're new and stuff. So we're gonna start off with the first one. And as far as I know, she's very similar to Heavy Blade. You got an attack, you got a swing, you got an AoE around you, and then you got your big special, which, funnily enough, scales off of your primary. So I really don't know how that's gonna work. I'm assuming if you get something that buffs what your special does, it probably doesn't affect it unless maybe like charge. Charge might work on the special. We're gonna see. And you have to charge it from the looks of it as well. And then we have a defensive, which also has a scaling based off of your secondary. So it's very weird. And then there's that double swing. Okay, I'm not really sure what the rotation of abilities is gonna be. I guess I don't really know how to say it any better. Is that a dash? Oh, it does move you very quickly. Okay, I I took damage in outskirts of everything. I mean, I'm not surprised. I guess I haven't actually played outskirts in a while. We are on hard mode. Let me just make sure as well. We are. Okay, lovely. If possible, I will try to go for the other set we need, which is that one, the painter set. We just need to get some different gems and stuff. I'm not gonna worry about too much about the other stuff because I mean it's lunar, and that's definitely not happening anytime soon. We do got some stuff here. Dagger School. Chakram is basically dagger. I mean, mostly we use primary, who use our secondary every so often for movement. I mean, it's not bad, right? It's kind of where we want to be either way. And the codex doesn't really do anything for us because of the way the character works, so let's take the dagger. Let's see how this looks like. Yeah, it is just like a little circle. I've never really seen what the abilities look like. Or not the abilities, the loot effects look like of these new damage types. Kind of interesting. Oh my, I did not expect to move that quickly. Also, that has really nice range on it. I thought she would be a lot more melee, but no. She has some range on her. Yeah, look at that. It's deceivingly long. So we got some new stuff. Shadow Bracelet could be interesting. We do have some stings. Let's see. We don't have percent chances, so fortunately we cannot take the earrings and not just throw. Legendary apply freeze on hit. We have 1.1s, but I think our GCDs are pretty high. Yeah, all of them are really, really high. And we could just take one. I mean, there's always a chance we can get percentage based things. This game has a lot of them. So, definitely possible. Now here's where we need to not take damage. Very funny, I think. Oh my. Okay, well, there goes the no taking damage thing, but man, the movement on that is quite insane, isn't it? Definitely something you're gonna need to get used to. If it's a fixed amount you move, things that slow you down would be really good with this character if it's fixed. Just as move quickly. You do move quite quickly. Just depends on if it's a fixed amount, if it's like it just increases your speed for a bit. Just longer. I mean, technically this is like an upgrade to your hammer and your special, so I get it. So you just use your hammer and then you get an extra use. Gotcha. Oh man. Well, that is a weird. Really decreases that, but you just can't trigger percent chances anymore for some reason. And that's where the GCD kicks in. Huh. What do we take here? Emerald? I would like to use the earrings if possible. I really don't know what the other upgrades look like is the thing as well, so... Sure, I guess. I'll buy a level. It is Church Mouse. I should have considered that, huh? Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna be really need to get used to the movement speed. If I could get a increased damage but just reduce movement speed, that would be insane. Just to test it out. Really, I'm just curious, honestly, at this point. We could also just not use our primary. That's very... that's very much an option. Because our thing isn't only based on it. It goes through slow. Which does make me think it is a fixed amount. It's very interesting. I don't think it's like the only character that hasn't been played. The other two have been. Oh, actually, no, Shadow Rabbit hasn't been played. Shadow Rabbit also has some weird stuff going on with it. We'll get to that eventually. Okay, for some reason I thought I was doing an attack still, but I forget the swing animation is also what it does on the defensive. He also does a little spin, which is why it scales based off of your secondary, I would assume. That is very funny. Oh, that is actually quite good, isn't it? You basically have a defensive without having a defensive, like, use. Really, the problem with a lot of characters is movement. Not actually, you know, dodging the bullets is the problem. Okay, well there I should have just used the defensive. That was a little bit, I was being a little greedy. Order. Should be fine. That's not fine. I was a little on the bad on the cycle there. I think I was one behind. If I went forward, I would have taken damage. Yeah. It's fine. Mistakes will happen. It is the nature of the game. I really don't want to use the primary, huh? But I guess the primary at this point is just a kind of catalyst for the special. No. Yeah, that is. It's super easy to just correct mistakes with that. Okay, I kind of like this character. It's definitely a better melee in quotes. And I say melee because you do have quite a bit of range. I mean, I feel like we just take the spear. I am curious to see if Candle Staff makes it only do 10 damage. I'm very curious. I'm very curious in the hierarchy of things where Candle Staff goes to. In fact, I'm very curious to see if the other stuff even affects the special. Because we'll just never know. But we know for a fact this will just affect it. We can also take this. This is not bad. But I mean, it's 40% extra damage. We have some movement, and it does look like it's the same. It looks like it's fixed, which is very nice to know. So you can just slow yourself down like a lot. Like, why would you care? You still gotta play the game. But why would you care? Doesn't reach. Let's see if I remember this fight. Probably not, but I'll definitely try. I really shouldn't do that there, huh? Okay. We are definitely gonna die. I forgot about the mechanic, so should be fine. Yep. Nope. I just didn't learn the fight. Okay, some things just never change. That is fine though. Oh wait, I should have checked the nut. I should have checked the damage number. Ah, I forgot. I got a little too excited there about the movement speed that I completely forgot to check the damage numbers. It's fine. Wand is interesting. I think Kappa's just better though. Here. We also do this. Oh, but the range decreases, right? 2-second shorter cooldown. I mean, I think we do want to use it offensively, so not the worst. I mean, we could also just do hairpin. We are going to be using our defensive a lot more because of the buckler. Sure. I think it's fine. Let's see what upgrades are in store for us. Is it... Did I have it on random or do I have it on church mouse? Or did I just happen to get church mouse twice in a row? No longer does any attack. Well... Oh, wow. That is neat. Oh my. Wait! I could have taken title with that? That's funny. I didn't realize that we had a cooldown thing here. That's very neat. That's also very interesting. That's also very interesting. To left and right. So... only 40 less damage, hits one more time. Does both sides. More movement speed. That's very, very interesting. I think this is maybe better because of these two. And do I want to buy anything here? You know what? I'm just gonna go all in. We're probably gonna lose. Might as well test it out as much as we can. Oh, right. We're not slowed anymore by that, huh? So we can just use the primary where we want. Very neat. Okay. That's a very... I just think it's so neat. I keep saying it, but... Okay. But it's so neat. It's very cool. A lot of room to go with abilities now. Now that stuff like this is thing. You wanna be like one ahead. Yeah. Almost got hit there because the thing. Damage. Give me the crits. There we go. We're definitely doing. We definitely have a more concise build. We have. Okay, that has to be the pick. I already picked this, so like, we don't need to. But that's just really good. We're always gonna basically counter before using it, and then we're gonna get a bunch of buffs, so we can. Yeah, I think that is 100% fine to have. Now we just need to not die here yet again. Jeez. Yeah, you just move normally here. just wanted to make sure not to get hit. Okay, lovely. That is very interesting. I always thought you would get hit if you were in the range of that while you were getting pushed back, but apparently not. It really changes how you interact with that, but it's still very neat. Almost died. Oh, we finally got a big enough number for the game to be happy about it. Yeah, we really have no vertical range. So if it's like something is like below you, good luck hitting it. Good. The mice shall die. And I shall die with them. Jeez. What am I doing? Close to the edge there. I really don't want to be here. There we go. Doesn't look like it trails behind you, which is interesting. It stays at the spot where you activated it. More, huh? Yep. Never mind. Hooray! I was fully expecting to die here, but we made it. Oh my! Renali, where have you been? I've missed you so much. Oh, okay. Lovely, dude. So, what do we want out of things? We want buffs? I mean, that's not bad, I guess. Spam it? I mean, we are relying on it a lot. You could also just do this. And just never use it. I am going to die. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm stupid. Okay, I forget. It's better to just go to the corners, because those are always basically guaranteed. I in the corner. Hey, I can't believe it, man. Oh my, that was a close one. I almost got hit again. Thank you, defensive. You're very kind to me. Okay, here we go. Here's the big bad that we should have learned at this point. Well, I should say that about all of them, but this one in particular. I really don't want to lose. We've come so far, it'd be terrible to lose now. And by so far, I mean beat what stage, but hey, that is something, right? Even if it's not a lot, that is still an achievement. Indeed it is. The game thinks so fondly of it that it gives you a skin. Good job. I mean, I guess hard mode is supposed to be hard, so... You are supposed to have a little difficulty with it, I guess. Brown. Yeah, all these are kind of just not what we're looking for. I guess I'll just take the pendant. I mean, it's better than not have anything, I guess. We'll see if this affects the thing. I mean, it gives us a buff, which is gonna activate the other things, so not the worst thing to get, I guess. It's gonna be really nice for this fight. Oh wow. Should be fine here. It is doing a lot more damage, but I can't tell if that's because of the flow int. I really don't want to use the secondary because that's gonna mess me up. It's gonna cost me just take damage, because I already know myself. This was not fine. Oh, it was fine. I always think those last so much longer than they actually do. Oh, it was not fine. I didn't do anything about it. Nice. Should be fine here, maybe. Yep, just gotta move a little bit. Should be charging stuff, right? No, it was down. Man, that's sad. No, this fight should be over. What was Matthew so much harder? I feel like I struggle so much more with Renali every other time, but this Renali, you know, it was the movement speed. It was 100% the movement speed. That or the fact that Renali is like, if you play, I'm just gonna say this, if you play the DLC versions or the DLC fights, they're basically just Renali but harder. A lot of them, except with the cat. The cat is just Marin. Speaking of Marin. Call and she shall answer, I guess. Jeez. No Emerald. Which is, I guess, fine. Emerald is... No, Emerald is probably better. Also, I forgot. I was supposed to go for Painters, and I'm not doing Painters. That's whatever. We'll have more chances. Now that is good. Right now, that is really good. Yeah, this is terrible. This is what we want. And then... we just level up, but we don't really need potions. These potions are not the best. Essence of Spell, maybe? Nah. I don't know what special upgrade we're like looking for. Like, what are we looking for in a special right now? Who knows? I guess the reset one would have been fine. Yeah, now we really do want to just spam the secondary. It gives us charge, it gives us special usages, and it's the it's the much faster cooldown or GCD. Yeah, I mean, having a potential free reset would be very nice. 30,000, jeez, man. These crits, man, or something that gives us something crit related will be very nice. Maybe I should probably open with the swing instead of the defensive these days. Asha is very tanky, so she's gonna take a bit. Asha very strong. I almost got hit there. So myself yet again. We're gonna swap. Let's just go here. There we go. Give us something nice. Lion is not that great. We don't really need Spark in this situation. We just take the sword, I guess. Cooldowns, we have just that and that. That's not really that great. I just take the sword. Spark is not bad, but it doesn't really do anything in this case. I guess the blade doesn't really do anything either, but a tiny bit better. We're already gonna be in melee range, so might as well, right? That actually makes it worse to move in here, huh? Just well on her. I don't know why am I pressing the primary key? That key shouldn't even exist in my mind right now. Nice bleed. And huge damage. That does reach, which is very convenient. This is why Heavy Blade is so bad. Her range attack is so bad. Yeah, she deals damage up close, but this game does not reward that enough for it to really matter. Why would you ever get that close? Only when you have to. There's always just the worst option. Definitely need to make the Dark Wave one or better. Or at least like, is it? I know there is an upgrade that makes it like do a lot of damage. So technically, you could play secondary. What's it called? Heavy Blade. It's just gonna be very bad. It also increases your GCD. I'm pretty sure, because obviously like all the big spells do. But it just does so much less damage than like if you would just focus on your primary. But if you use your primary, and you're also gonna have a bad time. Is there a way to charge your secondary on Heavy Blade? There might be. There's a way to charge your special, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's no fun. That's no fun at all. Okay, I guess we just don't take anything here. Yeah, this is not happening. We just take this, and why did I take a potion? I guess just so we don't take damage in this. I mean, no, we definitely will take damage on Felkeep. It's been a minute since I played this area. Actually, no, we did a Shira fight on random. I forgot about the random stuff. I have no excuse then. I shouldn't listen to Felkeep. Unless we get Axe. Axe would be very not good. Well, no, Axe would be actually what we want. We something that just doesn't move and we have the range for it. But we're gonna get Sword and Shield. That or Harp. Harp would be okay. Or free. It's free. Yeah, what am I saying, dude? Axe is the best thing for us right now. Super. And in the end, we didn't really get anything, did we? Tranquility. That is a thing. We're not gonna use this. This is just bad. We just take the staff. Again, we never want to use the primary. Primary is terrible right now. The only purpose of the primary is just for the special. Alright. I'll show everyone that I am worthy of their love. Well, you do you, I guess. I used the primary. I am a fool. I really need to get into doing the other area by myself. Because I am, well, one, I do want to just do I want to get the pallets, one, but two, mostly, I really just want to know what the fights are like in the later areas. I want to know what the witch is like. Honestly, I am really enjoying the movement that is given on this character. Would have thought what I thought to be like the melee character was gonna be the melee character would have like the best movement option. Who would have thought? But it makes sense. I mean, they do need a. Again, I feel like Heavy Blade just needs to like change. Maybe I'm just not playing her correctly. Even like Defender also has the same problem as Hammermaid, where Defender can't hit above or below her. I guess that's one thing Heavy Blade has going in it. You hit in the circle. Does that really, warrant the, the no range really options? Is the range option on what's it called? Not Heavy Blade. Defender's also not bad at all. It's pretty good. In fact, it can just become the main part of your build. I could have survived that. I just messed up. Not that I was supposed to be there, mind you. Not at all. Just move as low as possible for tranquility. Oh, she is dead. And there we go. One failed run in Church Mouse. And then, oh, that's a very nice palette. And then we did it. We have done it. Very interesting build. I really like this thing. Because it does damage. Well, it did damage. We got a much better thing with it. Right here. Not that it really matters, because I don't think these slow you down. It's just this. This does slow you down. Never mind. Yeah, this was we really got lucky with this on like the first room. It's been great when it's paired up nicely with this. I didn't check ever if this actually affected it. Maybe it did. If it didn't, I mean, it was still a buff, so that's nice for the staff. Same thing with this. I don't. It did. Oh, this is more damage. Okay, so this was fine. You just do more damage, so it would have always helped out no matter what. And then sword is just there. We didn't really have an option with that one, but pretty cool stuff. Really enjoyed the character. I'm gonna have to play the other characters to see if she is gonna be my favorite new one of the bunch. But I really, really do like the secondary. I cannot say that enough. It is just the right thing for a character like this. When you want to use your defensive offensively, when you use your offensive offensively, giving them a tool that makes them able to have a second option at being able to dodge things, and it doesn't give you invulnerability like Heavy Blade Special. Like Heavy Blade Special is also like that, where it gives you invulnerability when you dash it. It's mostly just so like you don't run into a random projectile, right? Whenever you use it. Otherwise, she would be even worse. But this is a lot better because you have control over it. With the other one, I guess you do have a bit of control. You just have to position yourself. Anyway, I'm rambling on. That was the Hammermaid card palette, the Adept palette. I believe that's what they're called. Maybe you're wrong. There we go. Looks pretty nice. Orange. That's not a very common color, I don't think, in a lot of these. So all the other ones, I didn't really show them off. They all look very nice. And that's gonna be it for this episode. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time in another video. See ya.